So just before I start, I just want to say that there will be some mild spoilers in this review of Amazing Spider-Man 2. So if you have not seen the film, do not watch this video. Alright, you've been warned. So, right off the bat, I have to say this is much better, a much significant improvement over the first film, which I liked. I thought was alright. Like, couldn't stand the letters beating the crap out of Spider-Man, and the freaking origin just got on my nerves. Like, you know what? I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 nailed everything that Spider-Man is, what he's supposed to be. Like, this movie got everything right that the Raimi films didn't. The Raimi films got the emotion or whatever, but the chemistry between Maguire and Dunst was wooden. I never believed they were in love, not once. Garfield and Emma Stone, on the other hand, I believe every second of it. I believe that he's struggling because he made a promise to her father and he can't keep it. But I love her so much that he's like, you know what? I love her so much I can't stay away from her. And I believe it, because if I was in his shoes, I'd do the same freaking thing. I'm serious. If I was in his shoes, I would do the same thing. I mean, who the hell wouldn't? Look, have you seen her? Have you seen what she looks like? Damn, he's a lucky ass dude. Gets to get ass on screen and off screen. But of course already people are starting to complain, and I really don't understand why. I mean, the movie was freaking awesome. So you can say whatever you want about Max Dillon and his development in the beginning of the film, but I thought it was freaking cool. I mean, this guy is like basically been ignored his whole life. I mean, no one remembers him or whatever. Notices the work he done. Like, he built the entire electrical division of Oscorp, and everyone ignores him. Like, oh look, it's that Max Dillon guy again. So when he gets the power, he's like, oh look at me now. Who's the whip now? And it rubs in everyone's faces pretty much. And I like that, you know? Like, it's not your typical always want to go to the world kind of villain, you know? It's more realistic, you know? Something like that happens to you, you snap, you know? So I like that. Well, that show was awesome. Right in the beginning of the film, you got that dude that's going to the Rhino, Alexi something, I forget his name. Paul Giamatti's character. Now, some people I hear are saying that he's got a bigger role in the movie than Electro or something. I don't know what you're smoking, kid, but that's bull. The Rhino was a throwaway villain, which is perfect for a film like this, because there's already a lot going on. You don't need him to be shown up in every scene. So saying that he has a bigger role than the main villain, which is Electro, by the way, is pure crap. I thought the chemistry between Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, and Gwen Stacy was just amazing. No pun intended. I was like, wow, I actually felt everything in their relationship. The love, the hate, the in between and stuff. The jokes were awesome. Something like, oh, feels forced. I'm like, no. This is exactly what Spider-Man is supposed to be on screen. Like, forget freaking Maguire, right? That kid cried too much for his own health. I mean, jeez. Every time the kid put on his damn, I don't even want to get into it. Garfield nails. He knows what to do as Peter Parker's Spider-Man. This kid is Spider-Man, as far as I'm concerned. Other than yours truly. Yeah, I believe he's Spider-Man in this movie. This movie was perfect, as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to compare, but I put it right up there with Winter Soldier as far as my favorite films of all time. And sadly, the Avengers keeps getting knocked down lower and lower. Just because my favorite hero wasn't in there. It's one of the only reasons, really. It's like, you know what, this would be my favorite film if only Spidey was in there. But Sony is a bunch of punks in suits and ties. Don't understand how much money they'll make if they put a little webhead in the movie with Tony Stark and Captain America. So until they get their balls out of their panties, I have to stick with Sony. Yeah. So Harry Osborn is introduced in this film. That was interesting. Like, so he and Peter were childhood friends, just like in Ultimate Comic Books. And he was in Europe for 10 years or however long. He mentioned it in the scene with his father. He's like, you sent me to boarding school when I was like 11 or something. Like, damn. I'm guessing his mom was out of the picture. Never really knew much about his mom anyway. In Ultimate Comics, Harry becomes the Hobgoblin. And his mom dies in a fire or something. But in this one, there's a couple of different twists that you have to watch the movie to find out. But, you know, all things considered, yeah, I don't see what people are complaining about, because I was a naysayer. I was on the fence about this film, but then I saw it and I'm blown away. I mean, hello. Of all people that hate on stuff, if I liked it, there's no reason you should. So, that says a lot right there. And I'm kind of on board X-Men now. I mean, I kind of put my fears over. I just hope it doesn't disappoint me. I hope it doesn't disappoint me, because that would suck. And I was watching the AMC Theaters review of the movie. You'll just, I don't know what they're talking about, honestly. All due respect to you guys. I don't know what you guys are smoking, but do not, do not compare this movie to freaking Batman and Robin, okay? That's taken it way too far. No movie is without flaws, but don't compare this movie to that, please. I mean, seriously. It's like a freaking insult. Are you kidding me? Dang, and these are people that actually liked Iron Man freaking 3, the worst comic movie I've ever seen. And some other chump that from Snow or whatever. All due respect. Dude, when you go online and start complaining about the freaking Star Wars prequels, grown ass man complaining about Star Wars prequels, acting like you're the one that actually created the Star Wars universe, yeah. No. Last time I checked, you ain't George Lucas, dude. Lucas can do whatever he wants with his Star Wars stuff, because he created Star Wars, alright? That's enough of that. And there's one scene towards the end of the film, the climax. It just pulls your heartstrings. And I knew it was coming, but at the same time, when it actually happened, I was like, damn. And I feel, hours later, I still feel the impact of that scene. I'm like, what? Like, I knew it was coming, but I'm like, no, at the same time, I don't want it to happen, you know? I was like, damn. It's all because of that promise he made at the end of the first movie, which is mildly forgettable, unfortunately. No, I just didn't like what they did with the freaking lizard. I did not like what they did with the lizard at all. Too powerful, and he had like no development whatsoever. I left out his family. The motivation he has for doing what he does, he left it out of the movie. Only because Sony has a little bit of identity crisis when it comes to Spider-Man friggin' films. They don't know how to distance themselves from those stupid Raimi movies. I'm gonna be honest, I still have them on DVD, the first two anyway, but I haven't watched them since the new movies came out. Because they suck. I mean, Spider-Man 2, in comparison to this one, it's pure crap. Pure crap. And there's just a couple of good scenes between Peter and Aunt May. Just really good acting, man. I mean, jeez. I can't really talk about it without giving it away, you know? But there's one scene where she's talking to Peter, and the way she says it, you know. You get the feeling that she knows who he is. I mean, she finds out in the comic books, but in the movies, like, we just get this feeling like she knows his freaking identity. It's like, how is that possible? I mean, it's not like he runs out of the house in his costume, but at the same freaking time, like, I guess putting two and two together wouldn't be that hard to figure out, I suppose. I mean, if Mary Jane can figure it out, I'm sure she can. Well, he's not Mary Jane yet, but we'll talk about the comic books, of course. And yeah. Still waiting for Mary Jane to show up. Man, they got, spoiler, Felicia Hardy in the movie, in a small role, but I'm sure it'll be a bigger role in the next film. But that actress is fine. I mean, like, good looking and stuff, so if they can get someone like her to play Mary Jane, looking as good, if not better, that'll be great. And to make sure she has chemistry with Garfield, of course. Although, I'm not sure how Miss Stone will feel about her man making out with a redhead on screen. So maybe, you need a stunt double for that scene, huh? I know, maybe. Some of the fight scenes are off the chain, man. I mean, I thought Winter Soldier was good, but this one, just because it's Spider-Man, it gets bumped up right past Winter Soldier. Just because. I waited so long for the actual real Spider-Man movie. Like those stupid Raimi movies where he's crying every damn scene. But this guy captures everything that Spider-Man is. Alright, this can't express it enough. I really want to prove this movie like right now, because I'm ready to put it in the DVD player right now. I haven't felt that like that since I saw Winter Soldier. I still love that movie, but this one goes just right above it, a notch or two above it. As far as I'm concerned, I gave it a 10 out of 10. I know it might be a little bold for some of you naysayers or whatever out there, but coming from a hardcore Spider-Man fan, clearly, you shouldn't be too surprised. I mean, have you seen my freaking room? Oh. Some people thought Harry's development was a little rushed. I'm like, no, not really. Because they set him up from the beginning of the film when he was introduced. They said he was dying and stuff. We know he was turning into, so shouldn't be surprised when the Goblin freaking shows up. Like, give me a break. Like, no one complains about the freaking Dark Knight movies. They had like 20 mobsters and the Joker and Two-Face in the same film. No one says that junk is rushed. But heaven forbid a Spider-Man movie has more than one villain in it. Oh, it's rushed. Oh, there's too much stuff going on. It's up my nuts. This movie rocked. This movie rocked, man. If I had the space on my computer, I'd pre-order it right now on iTunes. But don't think that's going to be happening. Yeah, I guess that's the best I can give it. I giving away too much. So, if you haven't seen the film, go see it. Enjoy it. Don't waste your time with the 3D. Just a bunch of bright freaking lights and colors. Yeah.